to work. I'm just going to turn the camera around so you can actually see where we're going. But it would make for an interesting live. See the journey I have to make every day. You will hear some clicking noises, that's gear changes. Was a bit of a climb out of the estate. The journey takes me about 30 minutes on a good day. Apologise now for some camera wobble. That will be because of me hitting bumps, jumps, etc. It's quite a scenic journey, actually. As you'll appreciate as we go along. Special kind of POV, this one. Nobody else will be able to give you this ride footage. You'll also be able to see some of the idiots that I come across on the road. About a 10-kilometre journey, 6 miles in English money. 5k run last night. Part of my ongoing training. Continue to run in November. So later on tired this morning. Quite interesting for me as well to watch this video back, to see just how people react to it as a cyclist. Obviously I'm fully kitted out, reflective clothing, helmet, all those kind of safety features. I take my cycling very seriously, and it's always safety first. Sadly, a lot of drivers on the road don't consider my safety first in the same way. I suppose. This is Park Street Lane. Lovely sort of meandering country path. Country road even. Start to work on a bit of speed on this road. Although there's a very rough section coming up where the lane itself crosses over the M25. We'll hear the traffic noise as we get closer and as we cross the bridge. It's quite loud. Bumps in the camera vibration. So it's all very scenic, very rural part of St Albans district. Green, very beautiful actually. It's very peaceful, quite enjoyable ride to be fair. When the other people on the road are following the road laws correctly, it can be a very relaxing journey. Road speedway sign, I'm ticking along at about 12, 13 miles an hour at the moment, which is about the average sort of speed I would aim to do in the morning. And I do this journey twice a day, once to and once from work, 5 days a week. one person seems to be alive. Thanks for joining. Of up and down hills as well, as you'll get to see shortly. This section of the ride is quite it's quite flat, but it very soon turns very hilly. It's quite a climb. Probably the worst bit, or the hardest bit, should I say, of the entire journey. While this is recording, at no point am I actually looking at my phone, which is doing the recording. As I said earlier, safety first, so I won't be looking at my phone until the journey. So I apologise if you're making comments and I'm not responding, but as I said, safety first. Tell from the recording, it all of a sudden takes a very, very sudden turn for the climb. Usually involves dropping down a couple of gears and pedalling and pushing just that bit harder. As you can probably hear in my voice now, I'm having to work quite hard to keep up the momentum. We've nearly reached the top of the hill, and then it's a couple of bends, and there's another hill. St Albans district is full of hills. Quite often they seem quite pointless because it's all the dips and climbs. So for all the climbing I'm doing now, 5 minutes time, will be undone by a big downhill section, followed by, you guessed it, another uphill section. safe opportunity to overtake? No. Did it bother him? No. He was determined to get to the roundabout before me. This roundabout is probably the most dangerous part of the journey. I've had some very near misses on that section because people not acknowledging that even as a cyclist, if I'm coming from their right, it's my right of way. The problem there is you have a country road crossing a dual carriageway, or meeting a dual carriageway rather, at the roundabout. So people coming straight down the dual carriageway don't feel like they should have to stop at the roundabout. They should have a priority to go straight across, regardless of what's going on, and certainly not have to stop for a cyclist. But so it has caused a few squeaky bum moments, shall we say. Here's another hill. This isn't quite as bad with regards to gradient, but it's quite a long hill, so it probably takes about the same amount of effort to get up it. So we're now into the Chiswell Green area of St Albans. Starting to make our way really now into actual St Albans city, as opposed to being in the villages which make up the district. I apologise, like I said, if I'm not responding to comments, but I am fully focused on the road, my safety, and the safety of other road users. I will replay the comments once I'm safely arrived at my destination. It's always nice to have a few comments and people joining you on a live. This is quite a new experience for me. I've not done a live like this before where on my bike. So it's very, very new. Here's one of the massive downhill sections I was telling you about. Literally downhill, ready to start climbing again. It's very pointless. Deep. Most of the is very much made up of those sort of pointless dips. through Verulamium, which is the sort of park, if you like, lake. It's in the city centre, pretty much city centre, certainly within the city's limits. Here we go, climb back up here again. Some areas of the city do have designated cycle lanes, which is great. However, they are very poorly maintained, and sometimes the only safe option is to not use them and to actually use the road. I know that causes annoyance to motorists, but if you are a motorist and you're watching this and you wonder why we don't use the designated cycle lanes, it could be that upon assessment we've decided that actually the cycle lane is in such a bad state of disrepair, potholes, etc., but it's just not safe. Because the last thing you want, it would be for us to be twiddling along in a cycle lane. There's a pothole, so we don't have the weight of a car, so we don't just ride over potholes. If we hit a pothole wrong, it can literally throw us clear off the bike and into oncoming traffic, or into the pavement. Either way, the likelihood is we'll end up with an injury of some description. So sometimes we have to take that decision and say that side of the lane actually is dangerous, and so we're going to use the road. Right into St Albans. Worst roundabout in the entire city coming up. This little double roundabout here is an absolute nightmare. Rush hour, morning and afternoon, evening. The traffic here just is horrendous. The roundabout isn't fit for purpose. It's not big enough. But unfortunately, because of that Park of King Harry there that you've seen in the camera, which is a listed building, the roundabout can't be made any bigger. So we're stuck a bit. We'll try and work it the best we can, but it is a roundabout. So I'm kind of taking you around now, rather than going directly into the city centre. I tend to come around and in through the back. One, less traffic. Two, it's a bit more pleasant journey with regards to work rates, etc. It doesn't involve massive hills like the direct route would involve. And it means I get to come through Verulamium, which is, as I said, is the park and lake in St Albans City. And it's nice to come through and see that every morning. Quite often you see some very different views of it depending on the weather. During the winter you get some beautiful, almost eerie, magical views when mist is just sitting on top of the lake, or during the early summer months when you can see as the air is warming, evaporation, and it just sits on the top of the lake beautifully and gives it a real sort of mystical, Arthurian, Lady in the Lake type scene, which it's quite magical. It's very well photographed. Here we leave the road and now join the designated cycle path through Verulamium, always have to be careful coming down here. Pedestrians, I'd say it is a shared path. And it's built nicely into a double pathway. One side for pedestrians, one side for bicycles. There's a running point down here. Playground. Thank you. Always important to express gratitude for allowing for safe passage. We always got on well with that. The milkman. Often meet him on my journey to work. You didn't get to see our resident bird lady. She was already down by the side of the lake this morning. She comes, well, nobody's entirely sure where she comes from. She just sort of appears. Buys up massive bags of birdseed in one of the local stores in the city centre, and just literally walks around the city feeding the birds. That's what she does, and that's all she does. I always thought that maybe she was homeless because she has that look, demeanour about her. However, did a little bit of research, and consensus of opinions seems to be that actually she's probably not. But she's a very, very lovely lady. Always says hello, always wishes me well. We always pass pleasantries about the weather, and then go about our days. What's particularly nice is that if for any reason I'm not been working, or I'm becoming a different way into work, she'll always notice and comment about that. Oh, I've not seen you for a few days. Where have you been? Have you been okay? And that's just lovely. She doesn't know much about it. But she cares enough to notice that she hasn't seen me for a few days. I need to ask and check that I'm okay. When she does see me, so that's I think that's particularly lovely. It is quite a friendly city, so it's a nice meet. Very strong sense of community. Oh look, the sun's coming out, beautiful. So it's a little bit chilly that ride this morning. So we're not far from our destination now. Probably another 5 minutes or so. Another one of St Albans' famous hills. Thankfully I haven't got to go all the way to the top of this one. junction here. I really hope that all the comments that are being made are recorded so that I can watch it back and read them all and respond to a few of you. If you're enjoying the journey, please subscribe and like the live, obviously, and I'll endeavour to do further live broadcasts of this nature. Also, don't forget that on my YouTube channel there is a brand new vlog come out from our visit to Chesington on Sunday. Very hot, very sunny visit. Actually, it wasn't as bad as sort of irritability and that wise as was originally predicted. So actually turned out to be a really good day. Thank you. Apologise for the temporary loss of recording there. As I hopped off the bike to manoeuvre myself. I knee tapped the phone and sent it flying. It's all good, it's not broken. Thankfully it's in a very protective casing because I kind of predicted that might happen at some point. Thankfully only in that alleyway, so it's quite safe to stop and collect it back. It's another quite bad junction, and this is the centre. The road that you see traversing from right to left is often very busy. It's a main work route for a lot of people. Just going to shuffle this around a bit, there we go. It is traffic light controlled, however. The traffic lights are weighted in favour of the straight through traffic. So it's quite easy to get caught at those traffic lights for your weights. Don't happen to be towards the front of the queue. This is the traffic in the queue. It's turning right particularly into town. Is that part of the way to block up? Climb, see, another hill, St Albans, all about hills. If there's one thing the Romans seem to love, it's hills. I don't know if anybody can enlighten me as if that was an intended way of doing things. Obviously St Albans is a big Roman settlement, and quite a noted Roman settlement as well. So I don't know whether the hilliness of the surrounding area was done for defensive reasons, made the city easier to defend. If any of you are historians and particularly knowledgeable about the Roman period, enlighten me, please feel free. I'm always happy to learn new things. Certainly learned a lot of new things since I started vlogging. Here we go. Here we are. I don't know where that's it. Right. Well, that's it, guys. We are here. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this live, and I will catch you all in a new video soon. As I said before, if you aren't subscribed, please take a look at the channel and subscribe. But for now, I'll catch you later.